Let's get it, baby. Finished up at the gym. This might be the first day we're actually close to being on time because we're just barely after 8 o'clock. Still super runny nose, barely breathe. We're doing the best we can, and I got some good stretching in. Drink a lot of water. A lot of water is key because I haven't been drinking a lot. You know, that's one of our goals. Now let's go do some work. Go find a coffee shop again, just so we can sit down and edit some videos. And then after that, hopefully it's warmed up enough so that we can go outside or just go to a different area. I might actually walk through that office space today too, just to see what it looks like. And then I might do only the 10-day, which is $400 a month right now. And if I do that, then I only have to do 2 to 3 orders a day for those 10 days to be able to go in and use the office space. And then I have the co-working space whenever I want, so I can use it like a coffee shop whenever I please. We made it out to the historic Fort Granger Park here in Franklin. Never been here, and I just wanted a little break. So this is our midday break for today. Checking out some history. Apparently there was a big area where they housed tons of men, and of course this is back in the day, so you had more, you know, the war stuff going on, or people kind of just very historic things, I guess. I'm not a historian, so I guess I'm doing the best I can to relay the quick information I got from it, because I didn't really feel like reading, nor do I ever. So I just wanted to get out here and check it out. Walk across the bridge here so we can walk all the way around and check it out. All right, so I wasn't too dumb. So this is a Civil War site. As you can see here, we have the Union and the Confederates, and this is the river right below us. I believe we're on the hill right here on this side, because I would say that is across the river, and they would have the bridge right there, which would be like right there maybe. We're gonna head down, and I've learned a little bit. I've been reading too much, but there's lots of history here. You can see all the mounds that they set up around the fort for protection and to give them more advantages. I took a nice walk down, tried to give some people calls to reach out and connect while I'm walking. Nobody answered, so that's unfortunate. Would have been a great time to do that and do 2 things at once, multitask. I can easily walk and get my feet moving while talking. Wasn't able to do that. It's getting late though, so we're gonna go and do some lead follow-up. It's about like 1:30, so it's about 1:30, and I have to connect with a lot of different leads today, make sure we can get some numbers down for some properties, and I should have an agent sending me a deal later this afternoon. So I hope we can look at that and make it happen. I feel like I'm not in shape, but I really am. It's just because I can't really breathe right now with my allergies. So we made it back to the car, and now we're gonna eat some food, because I realize that might be a big reason why I'm a little tired right now. There is a little table over there that we might go and sit at. But now on second thought, my computer needs charging, so we have to go into the other park. So let's do that instead. I feel so out of shape. I don't know why, but we gotta get going. After a lot of rerouting, we found our way to the park, and I could have just turned on the GPS and got here in 5 minutes, but I decided to take the scenic route and try to figure it out on my own. Missed a couple turns, and I forgot we didn't have any jelly, so we're just stuck with a peanut butter sandwich today. I might spit all over myself, so I'm gonna eat this up. We're gonna go out on the table, and then we're going to do some calls. Guys, I'm having a really hard time focusing, and I don't even know if I can talk to people. Like, I don't even know how my voice sounds now. Maybe it's fine, and I'm just second guessing myself, but my nose just keeps running like crazy. My eyes keep watering, and I can't even look at my screen for like enough time to focus and figure something out. And it's just super annoying right now. I feel like I'm just like, and my head's starting to hurt. I know I have deals right now that I need to call and close them. I know I have deals. I know it. There's some properties over in Gatlinburg that we're trying to figure out if we can raise capital or we can create a finance deal. I have offers into other creative finance deals. There's so much to do. I need to make more content, and I'm sitting here like I'm crying, and I'm just sick. It's super hard for my brain to focus right now, especially looking at the screen. Oh my gosh. I wanted to stay consistent. I need to just make calls. Like, I don't care. Yesterday, I thought it was a bad day, and then we turned it around, because at the end of the day, we were able to lock in some opportunities, not lock up any deals, but create opportunities, especially the Gatlinburg property. That's a full package. You have 6 units or 8 units. He wants $600,000 a piece, but he wants $1 million down, so $125,000 per property down, which is 20%. the special thing about this is we might be able to get it for 0% interest. So we could hold a $2.8 million note for 0%. That means everything we have for payments going to him would be equity in our pockets. Well, not in our pockets, in the property. And then we could cash flow at least $1,000 a month on each property. Then I'm fine, because that's exactly what I was looking to do, Airbnb arbitrage. And this is very similar, and it's fully furnished. So we're paying $125,000. $25,000 is probably worth furnishings or more. And we are taking over a business that's already up and running, and it has potential to grow. He has other land beside it that we could purchase as well and build on, and these properties could grow in value. Now, do I think it's going to in the next 2 years? No. I think if we held it on for 10 years and said in 10 years, even if it didn't grow at all, you could raise $125,000 per property, so $1 million is what he's asking. He said we could negotiate a little bit, but he's asking $1 million. So if we ran it off that, and I told someone would double their money in 10 years, plus give them extra equity and cash flow or something. So I'll give them $2 million in 10 years, principal and interest, and I'll pay them cash flow every month on their money. I don't think they can complain about it. So and I just came up with that deal structure in my mind. I haven't asked anybody, so that's just me thinking about it. That would be a 13 point something % return on their capital over 10 years, and they still get consistent cash flow. So that's way better than a stock investment. It's backed by real estate. I'm cash flowing a bunch on it, meaning I could literally make $8,000 a month, guys, on this one deal. $8,000 a month. I would be retired, right? And every month I'm also gaining $8,000 a month in equity. That is a lot. And then if the market grows, let's just say, even if it grew, in 10 years, we gained $200,000 in equity. That's what additional, I can't think right now, I'm telling you guys. So what is that, like a 30%, right? Or 40%, something like that. If we had 4% every year, so yeah, it grew 40%, we would have $400,000 times 8 properties. We'd have $3.2 million in equity, and it could be more than that. So if I could tell someone I could make $3.2 million, making $80,000 a year while making my lender a lot of money, like, this sounds like an amazing deal. As long as we can hit those numbers, and we do have another loan we would have to take over, that would be least of my worries. If we could just sub to that loan, means that we keep that loan in place and we just pay the payments on it and pay the guy cash flow. And if we paid him cash flow, let's just say on the low end, we paid him $1,000 a month each property. So we paid him $8,000 a month cash flow. He got $1 million at closing. So he had cash in his pocket at closing, made $88,000 a year, or more than $88,000. He'd be making $90,000 a year cash flow. He'd be retired too, and he doesn't have to manage the property or worry about it. And I'm glad I'm talking to you guys about this, because this helps me bend my pitch better. But I can barely talk to someone right now without blowing my nose every 5 seconds. And I'm just trying to figure out, even if it's actually hitting those numbers, and what the ARV actually is, because I gotta know the actual value of these properties. I'm not gonna pay $600,000 if they're only worth $300,000 and they don't bring in $50,000 a year, which would bring us $1,000 a month in our pockets, and extra if we got more. And that was just very conservatively, like with maintenance, taxes, HOA, everything, without cleaning fees, so we can make money on that. Fully furnished. We don't have to worry about furnishing right away. I'd love to pick that up. It's better than an Airbnb arbitrage. I just gotta find someone with 7 figures liquid that would want to invest with me for, let's just say 10 years. Even if I didn't do it for full 10 years, I refi it out in 5 years, still doubled their money, and I doubled their money in 5 years, because I would want to do that. I would only want to do it if I could double their money and pay them cash flow. That would be amazing. Otherwise, I would just get like a 50-50 partner and we split it. I just want to own these outright eventually. So we could do like 50-50 until 10 years, and then I cash them out, which would be amazing. And what that would do for me is not only did I get that appreciation, but now I own like a $10 million worth of property. And that would be the huge goal. So in 10 years, I literally make $1 million a year because I made $2 million. It just took a long time. And in 10 years, I'd be 28 with $10 million real estate just for this one deal with no money down and cash flowed, $80,000 a year. That's the power of real estate, guys. That's what's insane about this. I gotta figure out how to do this. I gotta get on the phone with him because he's gonna send me the stuff still, and I want to make sure I follow up with him. It was a tough convo last night, if you guys remember, but this would be home run right here. Everything I'm looking for in one deal: long-term play, seller financed, Airbnb. I just gotta get done, and I can. I just gotta show him the numbers. I gotta show him it. We gotta push this thing. I gotta get it done. I have to raise the capital, and I can. I will be able to raise $1 million. I know I can find someone. And if I have those properties, my family can have. I would literally give, if I could just give one of them to like my family, and we could vacation there anytime. You know, keep them cash flowing, whatever. But I could just say, hey, here, mom, this is your property. I'm managing it. Like, that'd be so cool. Hey, dad, here's a property. I'm managing it. You can come here. You can go fish. You can go in the woods. Like, you can do whatever you want. And I created $10 million. And even think about this. So then that's up 80 grand a year. So I'm creating really $800,000 of income by the time I hit that price or that timeline of 10 years. And the income could go up. Like, that's just today's. We know in 10 years, money's going to be worth way less. So I'm really going to be making at least $1 million that timeline. So $100,000 a year, which would be $1.1 million a year with the equity. It'd be a crazy, amazing deal. Especially this is when you start thinking long term. Is it going to be hard work today? Yeah. But how many people at 28 own $10 million worth of real estate that would cash flow $100,000 a year? Not many. And I would have more than that. Like in 10 years, I'd have way more deals done, and my business would be grown. But we're gonna try to figure these out. We're gonna do it. Getting all packed up, clearing out the table. I've been on a call for 2 hours with Oscar, and I love talking with him. We update each other on our life's happenings and how we can push ourselves forward. It's like accountability. I just love chatting it up and seeing what we can do together and scheduling out plans. And not that he's in my market, but it's just motivating. It's nice to talk to someone and let someone know your struggles and what you're planning to do. And it really helped today because today was tough for me. And just talking with him about some potential opportunities opened up my mind on some things. But because we're out here getting cold, it's now time to go in the car and probably go to the sleeping spot and wrap it up for the night. It's about 8:30. Spent 2 hours on the phone with him. So we were talking for it was like a good podcast. I should have recorded it all. And you know, it is whatever. We'll end up having other conversations that we'll definitely record. We got everything packed up, so let's go into the car and figure out our next task to do today. Because right now I'm super tired. Not gonna do much, I'll tell you that. All right, we are sat in. Windows, well, not windows are blocked off yet. The front is, and I'm gonna block off the rest of the windows, and we're going to nighty night, or at least settling down to, you know, maybe entertainment. Make some notes and try to hit the snooze because it's 9:40 and I am tired. If you guys can't tell, my head hurts. Time to wake up tomorrow instead and then crush it and be excited for tomorrow. We're gonna wake up excited tomorrow. And I'm just like always crazed about how fast these days go by. I feel like I was just telling you guys good morning and now we're saying good night again. It's like absolutely crazy. There's not enough time in this world. My mic just died right there, so it's not enough time in this world for you to waste. I want you guys to go crush it. I want you to remember, even on the sucky days, that's when you really go and push forward. Because yesterday was a sucky day, today was a sucky day, and we still pushed forward. And we are still making things happen, and more opportunities came to me on the sucky day to make you think a little bit better about if you have a sucky day or you're in a sucky situation. Extract everything out of it because you will have greatness coming from it. And that's my little TED talk for you guys to go to bed to as well whenever you're watching this, or if you're watching in the morning. Now go crush today. Hope you guys enjoyed these, and I appreciate you guys for watching. See you guys tomorrow.